Welcome to the Determined Mom Show, the only marketing podcast dedicated to guiding mom CEOs into tranquility, wealth, and multiplying those precious moments.
Welcome to episode number 89 of the Determined Mom Show. I cannot believe that we are approaching quickly 100 episodes. It has been such a fun couple of years, and I thank you so much for being a listener. Today, I want to talk to you about something that has come up for me a few times this week, and that is how people-pleasing is holding you and myself back in our business. So the reason for this episode is because I've been approached a lot in the last 2 weeks by people that are looking for me to fill their box, not the box that I want to fill. So super interesting. I've been approached by people for full-time SEO positions as an employee. I've been solicited by nonprofits. It's just a very interesting situation that I'm in because I'm being solicited for work, which I love, but it's not the work that I necessarily want to do. Not saying that I don't want to do SEO because I do love SEO, but I want to do it on my terms and in my way. And my husband brought up the point to me that I'm allowing others to tell me what they want and forming a way to work with them on their terms and not on my terms. And that's not how a business is supposed to be run. So I know that I am talking about this and putting it out there, but I really think that this is going to help other people to know that you are not alone when you do this. And I think it comes from self-doubt. I know that my SEO skills are very high and worth a lot, and I just need to value myself. I guess this is not only a people-pleasing episode, but it's also about knowing your worth, knowing that you're worth charging what you are worth and what your services are worth, and going ahead and doing it without any question. So I hope that you are not doing this to yourself in your business, but if you are, a client is not just a client, right? So a client is someone who you choose how you can serve them, right? You don't alter your business plan or your services or anything like that in order to help them. You help a specific set of people with a specific need. So make sure that you are sticking to that unless you want to go ahead and start entertaining other areas and other things. I do love SEO, so I am totally open to SEO, but I don't want to be working for anyone else as an employee. So I had to make that clear in a couple of instances over the last couple of weeks that while I love doing SEO and I would love to help, these businesses out, I definitely need to be an independent contractor and, have my team and myself work on their SEO just because I need to do things on my terms. That's why I started my business. I started my business so I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't have to be an employee. And that's a huge deal for me. So claiming my independence as a business owner and also keeping that independence and protecting it is a very hard thing to do, especially if you have people-pleasing tendencies. So I am going to ask you, this is a very short episode, by the way. I am going to ask you to do the same. I'm going to challenge you this week to, if you feel tempted to people-please in anything involving your business, to not do it. Set those boundaries, set those lines in the sand where this is my business. If you come into the door, this is what you can expect, and you will leave with this. That's what you can portray to your potential clients, and just make sure you stick to your guns. I think that's the thing that I learned this week the most, is that I do want to work with people and I do want to help them, but I want to help them on my terms and not on their terms. So super interesting space to be in and super interesting work that we need to do to get ourselves out of it. I also want to talk about what I'm planning on doing, or what I started doing this morning to kind of work my way out of it. And that is writing down positive affirmations every day that kind of set those boundaries in the sand for myself mentally. So I am a business. I am not an employee, and nor do I want to be. Lots of different things like that. Just setting those boundaries in writing every day is going to be very helpful. Also, gratitude is always helpful as well. And just setting your goals every day and writing those down can be very helpful too, because that's affirming where you want to go in your business. So I hope this episode was helpful for you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And I would love for you to subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher or Google or Amazon or Spotify, wherever you're listening to this. There's so many different places you could be listening to it. Please subscribe and also leave us a review. You can also leave a SpeakPipe review, and I can feature you on the Determined Mom Show and add in your audio clip of your review. So if you would like to do that, go to speakpipe.com/The Determined Mom Show. And you can leave me a message and I will put it in episode. So I love hearing from you. Please send me an email, amanda@thedeterminedmom.com. And you can also find me on Clubhouse. So that's at Amanda Tento. And I often do Google My Business rooms. I do collaboration rooms with other moms. And soon we will have a live Clubhouse room for each podcast guest episode and each podcast regular episode. So then that way you can really learn how to, expand upon those lessons that we teach in the podcast. Have a great week.
This episode of the Determined Mom Show is brought to you by the free Facebook group, Mastering Google My Business to Increase Your Revenue. Inside of this group, you'll get insights into new features of Google My Business, and you'll learn how to master your Google My Business listing in order to increase your revenue. This is free to join, and you can find it on Facebook by searching Mastering Google My Business to Increase Your Revenue inside of the Facebook groups.